Hey, I don't know if anyone is in here, and also maybe you are Swedish, and if so, and if you can write here, then I will also speak in Swedish for a while for that person. Oh, I just moved everything. I have to move it again. Oh, I'm sorry about all that sound. So, hey, someone is in here though. So I'll do pick a card. If someone asks a question, that will be fine. Also, be fine. I'll just put myself together, sort of. Latina. So I have no theme. I could have that, but I haven't had any questions for themes. If you have one, feel free to write it, and maybe I will do that then another time. So for now, we'll just do pick cards. And I will use, to begin with at least, I will use the Kekoli and Universal White for pile 1. Let's see then. Here is 5 of Wands. There are 2 people who does not. All these 3 cards is from the Nicoletta Kekoli, however you pronounce it, tarot. And here is, very interesting. 5 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and then 8, which is Strength, or sometimes in some decks it's Justice as well. So I think you could actually see both here in this last card. I'm sorry if I sneeze. I've been together with a little cold on. Anyway, in this first card, the 5 of Wands, there is a conflict. There is this little dragon snake kind of person looking up at a girl standing on top of a mountain cliff. I don't know, on top of something, and this one is a little bit beneath her and therefore angry. And there are apples in the sky here. I think they represent knowledge. She's pretty calm. The other one is aggressive. And I think she maybe wonder what to do with this creature. it's kind of beautiful in its energy though, like a snake dragon like figure that is green. It have no wings, I don't think, but somehow this girl is provoking. They don't have the same aims. I think that is the provoking thing. And she have a lot of apples. She shares a lot of her generosity. She have a lot of things, wisdom, and so she lifts a little bit on her skirt, actually, or her dress here. I think those apples like jumps out of her. The nourishment, I think, also knowledge that she provides. And I don't know why this makes this snake so, or this creature so angry. What I do know though, and by the way, I don't do these in a mediumship. I don't channel things. Usually it happens, but usually I don't. When I do the card readings, I just read the cards themselves, and then I pick up a few things intuitively or like in a psychic sense, energy wise. But when I look at the cards, but I don't read them that way. So you know. Anyways, so this is very interesting. She's also giving nourishment here to this. She's very, very calm standing there. And this one is like very, very irritated. And I do think that what this conflict is about is that their aims they differ in their perspective, their viewpoints, and way of seeing things. And therefore, this one is feels like threatened by her way. I think this is the case. I think that this snake-like is like threatened by her way of seeing things, as if they are, from their perspective, it seems that this could be harmful or that it's not right, something like that. And she's like, she doesn't know what to do about that exactly. And then we have 2 of Swords, which is this girl balancing between 2 large houses on a like a line dancer kind of thing. She's walking there, over there. She's in the middle. We have had this card recently for someone also. And this is sometimes about a choice that needs to be made between seemingly two bad choices. I mean, none of them feels really, really good, but still, um, she's making a choice though, and I think she goes from the brighter to the little bit darker house here, as it seems, and I think that is almost like changing from um, the swords also have to do with thoughts uh, and so on. And I think this is also about communication and that she is shutting it down. She blocks this. She make it dark, so to speak. I think she is moving in that direction with not communicating because of this the strange energy and it's in this first card. It's interesting with the cards also. I saw that in the on the tarot group also with for the earthy signs. There was this there was three cards beneath in the comment section, and those were like first like the first card was a vague color, and then it got brighter and clearer and clearer. And I think this is what it's about, that there needs to be a clear cut decision somehow here. And she have avoided it. She have balanced it and felt like, oh well, maybe or whatnot. And she's on her way now to uh, just not giving any more apples to this snake. If you call it that, then whatever it is, it have like ears, and it's another creature. It's like a more so a dragon-like one, but a dragon that have not developed wings yet. It's like a one that is not fully uh, maybe matured or something. What else is this about? The first one, the Five of Wands, is very much also about energy and about it's like a fiery energy here. But this, I think this snake. I mean, she's quite steady. This could like is like trying to make her fall or make like push her somehow. I mean, she probably had to be have to be a little bit careful, but she's not provoking. She's just standing there, just being calm. And this one will probably. It seems like it could fall themselves because they get so um, excited in a sort of a negative way. Then this two of swords could also be someone coming balancing and coming towards this, I mean, supportive energy coming towards this woman standing on top of that, whatever. And then there is another girl, same girl, I think, but she's standing also on top of a house of cards, you know. So this is so interesting. This is, as I said, the strength card or the justice card or both. In this deck, I don't know, but she's standing on top. I mean, she's on top in all ways here. Also balancing on this sharp edge, sort of. It's not a sharp edge; it's in line, but still. But she's, as I said, calm. She's also calm on top of this house of cards. But I also think that she's like the queen on top of this house of cards. In a way, she have a crown on her head there. And at the bottom of this image, there are those who fight, like in general playing cards. There's one black heart and one red heart. They are like also projecting towards each other. I think there are these uh, dualistic fighting grounds that you know, and I think that is what triggers this one at the beginning. Also, this reptile brain, you can say, is triggered actually. Um, but she is on a higher level here. What else? There are little bugs around, but she's standing still there also, because if she would move or anything, this House of Cards could like fall, and that would cause a lot of things for a lot of people. I have to. So I mean, there is a reason she's held up, so to speak. I mean, she wouldn't. It's not all that high House of Cards, so she wouldn't like get too injured. She could also climb down. There is an opening at the bottom there, so she could like choose that without like disrupting the House of Cards, maybe. But it probably will fall. Anyways, interesting. There's a lot of love here, though. The way that it's built, there are a lot of heart cards on that building. Um, well, what else to say here? She's very passionate, and I think that, anyways, those who hold her up on in this position very much depend on things. I mean, there are certain things that need to, how can I say? Mm, well, I need to see how far long I've talked. Not for too long. I will just do this like 15 minutes, this first one. Anyways, yeah, she's, there are other, I mean, it would cause ripple effects on others' lives and others and so on if this House of Cards would fall. So, therefore, also, I mean, she's strong in her own right, but the whole structure, so to speak, is held also by and supported somewhat by others. This is very interesting. That's like the main thing here. Although this is the last card of the three, this one is the most powerful because it's a major arcana, and the other ones, I think the conflict is about that. And what also bugs this creature, I call it, but this well, dragon maybe, is the fact that she's in the Two of Swords also. She's not taking a stand sometimes. She's balancing in between. She's not going fully into the, if you talk also like in political terms, that is what makes people very upset usually, which is understandable in a way because of the fact that it influences our lives, we think, but maybe it have to do more so about the economical system and all that. But anyways, still it upsets those who don't see that. And she seems to be not to the left, not to the right, and it's irritating so much that she's also, why is she in between there? It irritates these let's say energies or forces that, and also I don't think they can see here that her apples, her wisdom, the things she give, uh, they are nourishing. They don't really, they just see the threat in her having that whatever platform, that voice, that position, because this woman is held in high regard in many ways, and she's very very strong and very fair and honest, so that whomever try to push her, they will the thing that will happen, I think, similar to the first card there with the Five of Wands and that creature, is that if they do, that will only cause these effects on themselves. They will also fall. That is what will happen. So, and they kind of know that, I think, in a way, and that maybe irritates them too. I don't know. There is a lot of interesting things here. And I think there is an advice here also to stay in this power. Don't rock the boat. Don't like move, but move cautiously and take it easy and be a little bit still also and see whatever happens around. Don't activate too much at this time, as well as I think it talks about not go. This one does not go into those conflicts, but it also really advises not to go into those conflicts or discussions or whatnot. Just keep to yourself. Do balance. Hold your own balance. Know where you are and be honest in that. That's the message here. Then for number 2, I hope you understand. And if someone understands what I meant, please leave an emoji or a comment of sorts. And here we have also the Knight of Wands. Now I don't know if this is for number 1 or 2. There is another card. The 8. This Knight of Wands is in the Universal White, and the 8 of Pentacles is in the Nicoletta Kekori from that deck. So in the Nicoletta deck, I mean, this is the Knight of Wands galloping like close to these Giza pyramids. I just saw this. It was I have mentioned this before. I look at these unknown mysteries and so on, or unresolved mysteries, maybe they are called, where it was those who. Oh, horrible! I don't know sometimes why I see certain things. It's not nourishing, maybe, but I like it to be more about mysterious things that you really cannot know. But sometimes those programs are about other things, like parents kidnapping their own children and so on. And in Egypt, I see these three pyramids here. So it's there, it seems, and it can symbolize just traveling or whatnot. But anyways, I just saw this the other day. There is no such law as if you could kidnap your own child. It's yours to take, so to speak. So this man traveled from the U.S. then, or Canada, or where they lived, and took his children to Egypt then, and apparently, and then she can't do nothing really, the mother. So I don't know if that have something to say since this came up right now, but and then the 8 of Pentacles, which seems to be someone standing here with a whip and also trying to teach. Someone is trying to teach some craft or knowledge. So to this looks like a larva or something. Is it called like that before you become a butterfly thing? And this one is sitting on like a, but I don't know. I think it takes time anyways, because it's the earth element. It takes time, and it also, I think the person trying to learn, who want to learn these things, feel that this one trying to teach, feel that they are holding them like in a short leash or something, or like as if they are not mean, but a little bit too harsh or something. They can't really grasp it right now anyways. They, from that position, from that lower, if you say, similar to the first card there I got before, it's like they don't see that the position of the one teaching or the one above there is this one also holds mask for their eyes. It's someone who knows that they are the same. They always belong together. They aren't in conflict, but the one, this larva here or whatnot, does not understand that fact. So I don't know what this means. And so usually the Knight of Wands, it's not someone who, it could be someone who comes to someone's rescue as well. There are those detectives whatnot out looking for those children and so on as well. But it could be someone who's taking something and leaving with it. I don't know. It could just represent the fire element, that someone that is born in that element or whatnot. I mean, in one of those signs, star signs, is connected somehow. Well, I kept talking about that first. This, I think, was the first pile there as well. Maybe another card, just one, because it was very interesting though. Let's see. Here comes a strength card again. The strength from the universal white, and here there is a lion and a woman then, and they are, as I mentioned, eternally together. And the 8 itself is why I thought so in the previous one. And you know, the lion is this ego self, or our physical on that in that dimension, let's say, and the spiritual self is the higher, the one that sees the connection. And this one need to keep this lion in sort of control for its own good, for but and it cares for it. It really take care of it, but I'm not sure this lion is listening here, because on this image, the female they're representing the spiritual aspect, is petting this lion that likes it. They are like friendly, but as for the pile there, I think that this lion have not yet understood this connection fully. But there is strength here. There is strength in her, and in her own connection to her own inner self and lion, let's say. That may be what it's representing. Okay, for now, pile number 2. Let's see. What do we have here? Oh, and again, sorry for the sounds around here. It's some whoa. So here we have the 3 first cards. They are universal white, and then we have Nicoletta Coquetta card at the last one, which is really cool also. Anyways, the first is the temperance. So it's about balancing things. And the second, these are major arcana, both these two. They are the only major arcana. The other one is the judgment card. So it's about a decision. It's about making decisions and feeling at peace, in harmony, I think. It's like your angelic self, let's say, or your higher self, your inner knowledge is finding a way. It's about balancing energies, and maybe also about waking others up. I feel that you are this angel here. Also in the judgment card, there is this angel blowing a horn. It's like you want to wake other people up to see what's going on, to become like sort of earth angels themselves. And they want help, and they don't understand, and they feel a bit left out. It's this whole thing about being the dreamer or being the dreamed, or the creator or being the created, you know. Yeah, and no, it's about knowing who you are truly in your essence, and the immense power you have. And I believe that the one for pile 2 here knows that, have connection to their spiritual self very strongly, and also knows how to balance things within themselves. And then we have Page of Swords, but this could also be someone that is quite harsh. This Page of Swords, or all Page of Swords, but is very communicative, and also obviously a sword is kind of a sharp weapon, so to speak. And this one chases away the clouds. This one is very straightforward. You know, pages are doesn't have to be children or immature, but this one is very quick and also sharp. So sometimes others may feel that it hurts a bit when they are very clear. Also when they use this horn, blowing this horn here. Many people like it. Many people even worship it almost, or adore this these messages, let's say. Maybe it's online or whatnot. People are sharing their way of seeing, let's say, clearer than some others. And it can feel very, very harsh for some people to grasp what this person is saying. So the last card, anyway, is Four of Cups, and in this Nicoletta Kekoli, yeah, deck, it's a little mermaid or little girl laying inside of a, those you can shake in, those. There is like a, what do you say, like a coupon? Is that the word in English even? But those there used to be whatever in, and you can shake them and it looked like snow. Those kinds of little things. She's in this uh, whatever, not bubble, but inside of this, and there are some fish, flying fish, going around outside, and some shells and a starfish there and whatnot around. But she won't let anyone in. She's so she's a little bit. Actually, it's interesting with this star. I mean, not the starfish, but the other fish flying above here, there that is coming in. There are those who are. I think this one have been a little bit disillusioned by communicating. They used to be quite open and trying to reach others and trying to wave. I mean, get those clouds out of the way, and yeah, they had a very pure intent, and or you then this is wanting to share the things they saw in a very pure and loving way. This is sometimes in discussions quite harsh, though, a little bit, but um but still, I mean, if someone would be mean towards them, they would bring it right back to them then. But still, this now, I think this is a sequence of time as well, and I think now this person have more been is more laid back, like inside their bubble, and don't want to even communicate with these people who don't understand. They feel like they are, and they are on a lower level. They don't move. They want to be settled. They want to stay in their comfort zone, and so they don't have the drive and interest. But still, this blue fish flying above this whatever she's sitting in is coming in. That's someone who have this intent or have this awareness. And and actually, I really think she's a little bit sad in there. I didn't see that before. I'm not sure. Don't have my glasses. I have to check that later in more bright light. But I think she feels a little bit not a little bit, but quite lonely in there. And but there are those. She should open up a little bit more, because there really are those who have a lot of insight and want to communicate and want to hear what she have to say, or he. Then it doesn't matter. It's like uh, feminine energy or masculine energy here. So, but I just say what I see in the picture, and here it's a girl. Yeah. So you have been disappointed by your. You have had such high ambitions and such drive and energy, and been so guided. Also, you have been felt like you channeled this purity, this love to the world, sort of. That this is have been like truly your calling in a very, very sweet and pure way. But then I think all these conflicts, all this back and forth with words and so on, drained you somehow. I mean, it felt like, rather, I'm not sure it drained you, but rather I feel like it felt meaningless, since they didn't understand mainly. um, why should you try, sort of. And that's where you are now, I think, in this little bubble. I will take some more cards for you to see if there are some advices here, aside from open up, because maybe things have changed outside also, more so than you think, that there are others you can reach that are on same similar path as you, or even above. Actually, some people you can learn from, not the least. We'll see, because that one was flying above. So let's see now. And maybe that's what you need, to just not have to be the one always seeing more. That's tiring sometimes, maybe too. So here we have a little bit of cards. I will check them. Well, this is all Nicoletta Kekoli tarot. If you want to check how they look like. So still for number 2 here then. So this is the high priestess here. She's standing almost like in a tower. This is also very lonely. Winter landscape. This is you standing there. And you have so many insights and you feel so like stuck. There is like a path. You are like you are a tower sort of. And there is paths going around that people could like travel. They could journey towards your insights and realize what you see. But you have so much, and you're just standing. She looks like an angel too here. So as this song I used to sing many times, so high. It's not. This is not like as you're high. No, I don't mean that. But and also this doesn't really correlate with this message because this is a spiritual, mm, advanced insight. You know, I have to still. I have to still put a link to a song here. It's like needed somehow. I feel for someone. And I need to mute. Oh, I need to mute it. So because this make you feel lonely. Number two. Oh, where? Oh, there are two messages here also on Facebook. I have to check them quickly. Oh, really? Yeah, I just I don't know what to say about certain things, but anyways, never mind. Um, so yeah, you know, I understand these messages also, and just related to this deck. Also, sometimes people are strange. When you're a stranger, I understand that too. Strange. Ah, yeah. It was with lyrics here. It wasn't meant to be, but still. Anyways, so yeah, I won't even. I don't know if this came out right. Did I not even put the link to the first one here? I just did one. So whatever did I do? Maybe I didn't the first one. I have to go back then. I don't know exactly, but let's see if anyone listens. Maybe later on. I will keep doing this because I think this is much easier than writing it and putting out pictures and whatnot. So I will keep doing this. If no one wants it, that's fine. Anyway, so you number two, that's how you feel. And the thing is, as I now also are aware, as I saw just now also, but I'm aware of these people. They are looking at you. I mean, they don't understand what you have. They don't understand your insight. They don't understand what you have. And you are aware of this too. So you're just, okay, I was just be cool, be out here alone in this cold, beautiful landscape and not share it so much. It's like the attitude now. But you still do by just being also. But there are those who like look follow you, like they follow you silently also. They listen, they like check what you do. They but they don't see. They just see you and they don't see your obviously they don't see your insides. This girl is walking here holding a fish balloon flying high above her like a pink balloon fish. It's inside in this card. But this is someone who wants to steal it also. They are envious and want to have what you have, and they don't want to do what they need to do to get it. They don't want to walk this path that you have walked. They don't want to go through that trouble. They just want to get it. Or maybe steal it from you if possible. Um so you're aware of these people around you, very much so. Um, um, yeah. So you just keep walking, but maybe not always aware. Some people can seem like as if they are friendly, but they may have other intent. So, but I think you're aware because you can feel energy. So, yeah. And then what you're not aware of is this tower card here. You're not so aware of this. I think this relates to this first, which is the high priestess actually at this center here. Um, you can't you need to get this out still. You can't sit in this bubble thing that you have been sitting in. You need to get it out. This energy that you have, you can't like freeze it and pretend as if you didn't. It's like the life force in the whole thing needs to be shared, and that therefore you need to break this bubble. You need to break out from this tower kind of thing. And I think this does not, it's an inner process, and it's not something that, it can happen suddenly, but it's not something that comes from the outside. It's like you who decide to, okay, I will share it, I don't care what people think. Because this tower in this deck looks like strange in a way, because there are those playthings. It looks also from the outside maybe childish in a way, but it's not. There is a lot of insights here. Everything, and they're also, what are they called, dices. It's built, this tower is built of dices. And also one of them is not that. It's like it's just, it's an S here on it. It's like Superwoman. Maybe now it's what is that called, like, yeah, you know. Anyway, um so this, the need to, you can't hold this in. You maybe think that this is a possible way to go about it, to do or to be, but it's not. It will, this energy will break free, and it will like be a little bit chaotic when it does, because if you try to freeze that in, so to speak, it will just break out in a little bit uncontrollable ways. But that's fine. It's better than staying in this free stage where you are now, like trying to just ignore, just be and keep it in. Like that doesn't work really. You see through the illusions, and you cannot hide that. You cannot pretend you don't. You can try, but it won't work. And it's better to get it all out there, because that is helpful for you, and it's helpful for others, even though it may seem as if it doesn't really work. We will see now. So you also feel that you have scared people beforehand with your, there is a woman here, or this is Queen of Wands. She have lifted her her shirt here, and out comes this little cute dragon spewing fire on this little guy or whomever it is lying there on the ground. Uh, and you feel sometimes that your energy or your messages or so on have scared others also, and you don't want that either. So yeah, this have been the past. You have been very fiery, and they they experience this as an attack, or as if they could be harmed by it, or as if it's dangerous in some kind of way. But it's just very, very cute, very loving, and yeah. You have been a little bit stern sometimes, maybe, but yeah, the reaction of others have been, they have been very scared. Let's see now in the future here. Here comes this Knight of Wands. There is so much fiery energy here. There is a little girl jumping around on top of a pig that is with his very sweet one with the ears out, like it's very cute. Anyways, so it's like that. It was for the other pile, I think, but the previous one, but the Knight of Wands came there also with this, the pyramids of Giza and that. But I think you will find unlikely friends. I think this is what it's about also. This is see it as an adventure. Also, like here there are some goodies like candy around in the, it's like a candy not forest, but like it's like a playground, like a theme park, like a um I mean, it's almost like the advice here is for you to see it like that. See it as a fun, adventurous place. And you will find unlikely friends. What is that? There is something there. Maybe it's a hen or something in this at the side there also. You will find those who want to travel with you. Although unlike that you are not similar, and there will be maybe not perfect uh, understanding between you or whatnot, but there is this, you won't be alone. You will always find those who understand what you're saying, and you will find a lot of good on the way, while this high priestess here who just keep all the insights in will almost like not freeze to death, but she's just, it's not happiness, that path either. It's more happy to have a little bit chaos, and maybe also you can find a way to share your message with more joy. I mean, so that it becomes a little bit like candy, not to falsify it or so, but also to make others laugh, and have and understand that this journey also is an adventure. It's not all that serious, although it's also somehow, but yeah, it's about the adventure very much here. You need to go out on an adventure, and you need to find others to, I mean, yeah, to not do it all alone. Yeah. And there are not only those around that don't understand and are jealous and so on, although you have met a lot of those who feel like almost send you the evil eye. It's not here. I mean, it's here. Yeah, they are here. Yeah, they are. But and it doesn't matter even if they think that you are almost crazy, if they feel like those pieces of this tower and the things that comes out. I mean, this is just it's they don't understand, Yeah. And you don't need to also, this whole queen of wands here, you don't need to forcefully give it or like share it with those who are very small in a sense. I mean, if you understand that their perception, their way of perceiving or understanding is very far from yours, maybe you should I think that you should concentrate on those connections where it feels fun to share these things, because then those seeds will be planted. You will feel that they are somehow received, and they can get some nourishment from it, or some insights, whatnot. The reason is not to protect them, it's for you. It's for you to not feel so lonely, and lose a little bit hope about other people, I think. Yeah. So then for pile number 3, the last one, and if no one else comes in, maybe I should just end, or maybe I should keep talking. It's very cold out, 19 degrees Celsius minus, that is. So I have lit candles here, and it's very cozy, and maybe I have some thoughts so that I want to talk about also. So maybe I'll stay afterwards. I don't know if anyone will listen to it, but probably probably someone. I have those myself behind the corners. Like, anyways, yeah. And then for pile number 3, then I will just shuffle them a little bit more. I want to talk about things that I want to talk about later. Then is a little bit about these things that are difficult to talk about. The whole, if you say enlightenment, awakening could be a way of describing it. Yeah. And how that is also a gradual process, but no one can easily, I mean, it's not given easily to anyone, because you have to have those tower moments and all kinds of things before you can understand it really. So anyways, maybe I will say some few words about that. So number 3 then, pile number 3. Oh, I just wanted to pick one, but I won't. I just let them fall as they may. if it wants to be something for pile number 3 here. Maybe no one will choose that one. Here we go. Oh, this is very interesting. I had this deck with the animal spirit deck, and I thought I picked out all of these cards from. I mean, I had 3 decks together, and but I didn't. I have the unicorn still in here. This is upright, the unicorn card. Wow, for number 3. Wow, that's a beautiful message. So what it says here is that you are a unicorn. You are unique. You are powerful. You are beautiful. Everything good. This is a spirit card also in that deck. This is for the animal spirit oracles, which is the only one I think happened to be left here when I sorted them out. Anyways, also then the other 2 cards is the from the universal white, and then we have the hanged man, which is then talking about changing perspectives and also being a little bit passive, not actively do too much, just focus on your changed perspective, which I already think you have. I mean, this whole unicorn thing with a horn there in their forehead, like the third eye, they are also very awake spiritually. And the light of this hanged man, he's just hanging in his foot. He's not harmed. He's just hindered from doing too much in a certain situation here. He can't influence it much more right now than just hanging there. And he's around there is an aura around his head that is shining also this whole spiritual light into this world. And then there is 10 of Cups, which is a happy family with 2 young ones dancing around, and a woman and a man. And there is also a new start here, but there is just a happy family. So there is so much love here, and so both in yourself and in your, for number 3 then, this is the most comfortable pile, aside from the fact that this one also may want to share more of these insights, but don't know how to right now. So, but I will actually read about the unicorn there, because I was very surprised that I had one of those there, what it says here. But it have many meanings, obviously, and if it have a certain meaning for you that I don't know, then take that to heart. Reconnecting to higher wisdom or divinity. Wow. Oh, I have no glasses and it's very not too bright here, but I will try to read. It's difficult to see, hear, or think of a unicorn without immediately questioning if it's real. Wow. This is also about these gifts that I, for example, have. Yeah. Uh, did they ever exist? This is one of my totems as well, by the way. Perhaps long, long ago, the mind answers maybe, or it could be, or no way. This very contemplation explains our relationship with divinity. Yeah, how we feel about that. And encapsulates, I hope I read this right because I can hardly see what it says. Our wavering belief in the unicorn. We wonder what divinity is. We wonder where our intuition comes from and if we can really trust it. We think about a higher power and our mind hesitates between yes, no, and maybe. Is it male or female? Does it have a name? Is it just a feeling? The unicorn card appears and wakes us up to curiosity about the higher self and the divine. It is a card of questioning, exploring, and contemplating the inexplicable. Yeah, inexplicable, or how is it? No, I don't know. The mind's eye knows there is something beyond our day-to-day lives, a deeper direction. No. Dimension, it says. Yeah, direction to our experiences. The mind's eye reaches and reaches and reaches out to grasp, spiral out, to grasp something more. You are the unicorn and you have begun your quest for the answers. Yeah, anyone who would ever listen to this, maybe. But yeah, so it may be that you aren't totally aware yet. It's very more curious, but maybe you also are fully aware of this. But still, you may also still be, so to speak, in the closet. You maybe have discovered it, but you still keep it a little bit hidden because you live your day-to-day life and are happy with that and so on, and you maybe don't want to shake things up by sharing that. And that's absolutely the advice here, to hold this, cherish this within, and let it shine. Just also by being, we do that also by our awareness. So that's that. Maybe I should. No, I don't think I should pull anything more for number 3 here. Maybe I should just keep talking. I think I will say a few things then. I will just leave that for pile number 3. That was shortest so far, but maybe that was meant to be. So, what I think is what I thought about recently about that whole thing actually is that I mean, yeah, when you come to these kinds of words, it's very difficult. But when I talk about the medicine wheel, that's a really good path for many people because, and also my grandma is a native Swede, and we have this traditionally. I mean, I think I would have in a traditional society that would have been my place to be this noid, as it's called in that tradition, the shaman. Anyways, the path and the practices you can do to discover more is, first of all, they are amazing, but you have to like experience. This is an experiential path. It's not about someone telling you what to see or believe or experience. It happens, and you know through your own experience, through certain practices, and it's a development of this. It's gradual. I mean, if it's quick, it can be very, very shaky, and so it's very good that it's gradual and it's not pushed like quicker than anyone is ready for as well. And this really relates to all these piles, 1, 2, 3, actually. But also, some people say that words create reality, and that's somewhat true. This is just my perception, obviously, but I believe that it's about perception. It's about vibe. What we believe, what we perceive, we believe, but it doesn't have to. We also have other dimensions than this. Words, they in the medicine wheel, they would be in the west, in this kind of from the Peru, the monarchy. Then I must say them. Then the south would be the more physical and the senses, perception, and so 3D, and then the emotional and the mental in the west, and the soul in the north, and the spirit in the east. And so it's very good for as also a selling principle and to keep things in the west, because that will always cause a backlash. It will always be yin yang, not in harmony even. That will always cause new questions. It will always continue. So if you want to sell a concept and keep it going, because you will never be fed enough. You will never get what you really seek fully in that direction. So even words, they are in the west. They are in the on the level, the dimension, the perception of the mind, like the mental and the emotional, which is awesome. These are very powerful things, and to be guided by them, like the law of attraction and those kinds of things, is fantastic. It's like so brilliant, and most people don't know about all the power they have in this certain direction, so to speak. And they get very surprised when they realize that, and that's so marvelous. So it could seem as we wouldn't need anything else, but then again, there is other levels. I also think about Eckhart Tolle, which whom I love, uh, but to be enlightened, you don't need to have that way. I mean, there are so many ideas we have, and we think that, oh my, then I have to sit there, speak like very slowly, be in this, which is a really good thing to be in the now, like, because the now is the only thing that exists, even so. But anyways, yeah. But the way he speaks, the way he does what he does, as I think of it, or I can explain, yeah, all the words when you talk about these things is very strange. But anyways, because every time you use words, they also can be contradicted and all that. But anyways, the way he does not say, the pauses he takes, the quietness in between the words and all that, that is the message. Much more so than the words he uses. That is a method. That's his path to teach that way. I mean, there is so much power in the words he used. They are awesome, and they can really give you, yeah, what you need if you seek that way. Um, so there are many paths that is fabulous. But yeah, so in the north of the medicine wheel, this silence is there. This hummingbird that is like still, although moving in the air, like, and to find that stillness and peace, and where there is still intent, there is still there can still be intentions, there can still be even I mean, intentions can be let's say not on pause, I don't mean, but they can be not even quiet, they can be active but still, as in this little bit the hanged man thing. They are still vibrating. This vibe is still there, but there are no thoughts, no words, no. That's already there. You don't need to, like. Let's say if you start an engine, you don't have to restart it every second. It's there. The vibe have already been activated. So from that space you can create also with visualizations and other techniques you can use, but on the soul level, and you can communicate in a different way and realize those things, the connections with everything, and so on and so forth. And to connect with the soul, that soft inner voice, so to speak, is needed, and the quietness in the mind, and that's a way more powerful place than the West. But it doesn't dismiss the West. It doesn't dismiss the physical. It's different ways of perceive. And then in the East there is this the energy level, which is that's where it gets difficult to describe anything. I will just check if someone said anything on. But it's yeah, that's where you understand the oneness. Yeah. And you can, like, you can, I will just see if something was said, something else here. You can't change between these various oh, I check something else meanwhile. Someone have come to there. Okay. uh, 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 mm. No, thank you. You know those hey, I'm US Army. Do you want to? No. Anyway, so to be friends. Yeah, the one is. Mm-mm. Yeah. Well, I'm just stopping talking now. I was good back. I thought it was maybe some comment for this. I don't know what else to say right now. I have had a lot of thoughts about this, how to share this and what not. But that's the process, anyways. And also, this whole saying, when the student is ready, the teacher appears, and when the student is ready, the teacher disappears. And that's also another thing that it took many years before I heard this last part. There were several teachers that have already disappeared, but I didn't know why. Not from me specifically. It was just like I've been continuing my path, let's say, in a different direction or something. But yeah, so that's always there. It's not like we miss it if we do something, let's say, something else, and also about this whole in this on these dimensions, you realize that there is just now and there is just one, but that, I mean, I can say that in words, but it's not nothing until you actually understand it when it's a reality for you. And still, that does not mean that you can't um, communicate on the other levels of perception. So yeah, it is what we perceive. That's it. That's like it. Okay, I will just end now. I will just need to like plan what I want to say about these things if I should go on with that. So take care now, everyone. Bye for now.